Yo! What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 20 Ultimate Team video. Today's video, we're going to be talking about the updated candy market, how to get cheap eggs for extremely cheap. That didn't make any sense. How to get grand eggs and large eggs, or just eggs in general, for really cheap, because the price of the candy currency right now is super duper low. And we're just going to talk about kind of what's going on with the Madden Ultimate Team market. Now, the first thing that I do want to talk about is golden tickets. If you guys were unaware, they are coming out starting tomorrow. We're going to be getting 3 golden tickets every single Thursday, basically until they run out. There's a total of 20. I was going to put out a video on the list of 20, but we'll just wait for them to come out at this point so we can go by the actual stats and abilities and know everything that's on them. Those should be revealed on EA's Twitter account at some point tonight. I'm unsure if I'll have a video for you guys once they are revealed, but we'll definitely have a video tomorrow when they drop, and depending on which ones, we'll probably be opening packs to try to get some of them. Another thing, a bit of information that we heard this morning on Good Morning Madden is that Open Weekend League and Double XP going forward is still going to be a thing, okay? So there's no plans to end it right now, as long as, you know, stay and play is still a thing, as long as most of everybody is kind of sheltered in due to the coronavirus. They are going to continue to keep Weekend League open. Hopefully keep that objective list up that we get every week, because I think that's a really good addition to MUT. I think that's something that should stay around forever, to be honest. And then Double XP. So no end date to some of those things. That's pretty good news. And then also, there was a gameplay patch today. Not too much in detail as far as what it entitles or encompasses, but it did stop or nerf or fix the nickel 245. I guess you could call it a glitch. It was pretty good run defense. There were ways to beat it. You probably, you know, have faced it. And I actually am happy that it was fixed, because I see it as more of a glitch rather than like a way to stop the run. It was just a little too glitchy, because guys were literally getting unblocked. I totally understand stretch is way overpowered and running is way overpowered, and this kind of balanced it. But at the same time, I think this type of defense was a little too glitchy to be in the game, and I'm happy that they did fix it. So that was the patch that came out today, if you were wondering what you got. Now, let's go and talk about kind of the main focus of this video. So shout outs to everybody that came through my stream this morning, last night as well. I think I've streamed maybe a total of like 9 hours over the last 24 hours, and all we have been doing is opening up packs. So I put out a method last night, and I can't really claim it as my method. Half and half, right? So if you watched my video last night, I brought to you guys a brand new spreadsheet where you could kind of keep track of re-rolling these Color Smash training packs. And if you followed that spreadsheet and just opened up a bunch of packs, got some training for cheap, opened up a bunch of packs, and then literally sold everything, it became profitable. We did it for a 3rd time last night, and we would have ended up making like 150K or something like that. But I took it a step further, and then I continued to do the method that Gut Fox put out a video on, and forgive me, but I think there were some other YouTubers that kind of brought this method out first, so I'm sorry that I don't know who did it, but it's kind of, you know, what everybody's doing right now in the community, and that is rolling these training packs. I'm going to kind of describe it really quick. I'll probably be doing it on stream again tonight if you want to see this, but rolling training packs, quick selling all of your cards for candy, taking that candy, buying the guaranteed 96 pack in the store, then using those 96, building a Barry Sanders or Ed Reed set. Once you do that, then you quick sell everything there. So that means you quick sell Barry Sanders, his power up, and all 3 of the Nat cards that come out of that. Then you're back to having a bunch of candy and a bunch of training. So then you roll the same training packs, you quick sell all of those cards for candy again. Now you got a bunch of candy and no training. You take all that candy, you buy the guaranteed 96s, and then you have a boatload of 96s, put them into the set, and it's just a continuous cycle. So if you are doing that, and again, I know that wasn't the greatest description of it, but that was like the really fast way. If you're doing that, a lot of people keep asking me, so like, what's the end game? I don't understand how you make coins. What you're kind of doing here is you're building up 96s. I went from probably having last night maybe 9 to 12 96s to one point this afternoon, I got to 23. Now I'm down a little bit, but that's because I think I sold like 6 of them. And as you can see, I have almost 70K training and 70K candy and 134,000 training. So I'm kind of prepping to do another reroll, and I will be doing that on stream tonight. But the purpose of this video was 2 different things. So what can you do with these 96s? There's like 4 options, right? So number 1 is you can sell these. They're right now about 150K, really cheap, dangerously cheap, if you will. And if you sell that after tax, you're looking at, you know what, like 135K per card. Not that this method isn't profitable, because it still is, but it's dwindling down a little bit because there's an oversaturation of 96 overalls, color smash 96 overalls on the auction house. So the second thing you can do, and it's something I'm really considering, is just holding on to these cards. I think that they have the potential to go up, but then again, you have to think, and this is all if you want to do it or not. I'm just giving you options. You have to think about the fact that golden tickets are coming out tomorrow. The market probably could tank. But I think at some point, and I think we're at that point, these 96s can only get so cheap. Because point number 3 here is that if these 96s hypothetically go to like 130K, we're talking extremely cheap candy. And what can you do with candy? Well, you can buy eggs, and then eggs are going to be out on Sunday, and we don't know what to expect with that as far as what's coming out of them. But we do know that we're going to be getting probably another market crash on Sunday due to these eggs. Now back to what I was saying with the 96s, you can choose to hold on to them. I think that's what I'm going to do. I may cash out on a few. Luckily, the 6 that I was able to sell, I got them all for like maybe 163K. So at that point, they were a little bit up in price, but they're starting to go down. And that's because so many people are doing this method. So option number 3 is you can hold on to them, you know, wait for the price to go up. But if it doesn't, this quick sell value is not going to change. These are not going to not sell for 19,300 candy until this promo's over. So you don't want to hang on to them probably past next week. But we'll have a heads up on when these are going to convert over to training. So just stay tuned for that. But you can hang on to them, and if they don't go up in price, you can then quick sell them, use that candy to either buy eggs or re-roll the egg pack. So there's a few things that you can do with these 96s if you're doing the method. On the flip side, if you're not doing this method, if you don't understand it, you don't have a ton of coins to work with, we have updated the candy spreadsheet. Obviously, with the 96s and the 95s being so cheap because of this method, we're now looking at the cheapest candy that we've ever seen on the market, and it's a possibility that it could only get cheaper. And so at this point, what I'm starting to think is, like, right now it might be a good time to invest in these eggs, because if you're, I would say the 96 is the equivalent to 1 grand egg. I know it's, you got to spend a little bit more candy on there, and you can probably, you know, get that from solos, or you might just have a large a large amount. But if we do see these 96s drop down to like 140, 130, I would have to value or say that whatever is going to be flying out of these, you know, these grand eggs, probably going to be more than 150K. So I don't really know like what these eggs are going to be. I'm absolutely terrible at trying to make guesses on them. But it looks like maybe there's going to be some guaranteed Ultimate Legends, probably guaranteed Team of the Years. Sure, there's going to be like Theme Diamond 2, 97 overalls. But whatever is going to be flying out of these grand eggs, like I said, I think they'll probably be more than 150,000 coins worth of value. Now, day 1 on Sunday, when all of these eggs start to hatch, I've played MUT enough to know that it's going to be Undercut City, which means whatever hatches out of these eggs, everybody's going to be trying to dump them to get their coin. So if you do have a bunch of eggs, or if you're buying a bunch of cheap candy because these prices are so low and you got these eggs and they hatch and you want to get your coin back, it's okay to be a little bit patient, because everybody else is going to be trying to sell and you're going to be getting undercutted. The values of some of these items are not going to be what you can truly get. And if you probably just simply wait a couple days, like Tuesday, Wednesday, you might be able to get a little more value out of it. So if you want this spreadsheet, don't forget it's down below in the description of this video. You can always edit it yourself, because these prices are going to fluctuate over the next couple days. We don't know really what the market's going to do with golden tickets and this method being so popular. We don't know if EA is going to tinker with the odds and nerf it. We have no idea. And, you know, for example, maybe they do. It felt like the free agent, reroll method. Felt like the odds were tinkered with on those packs. And if they do that with this, I could see these 96s and 95s start to go back up once people are kind of unable to do this method just because it doesn't work anymore. For me, in my opinion, it's not a bad idea to hang on the cards, but right now this is the cheapest candy you can get, and I would take advantage of it being this cheap. I'd probably invest in some eggs, maybe try your luck on the reroll pack for the eggs, maybe just buy yourself some guaranteed grand eggs. Now, one other thing looking at the spreadsheet that you can do, and it's not working right now, but I just want you to keep in mind here, right? If you take a look, and I'm just gonna really randomly throw out numbers here. If you take a look, 95s, they cost about 110K. You get 14,300 candy from them. You could take a look at these letter sets, and this is updated, but you would still want to check prices for yourself. There was situations yesterday, again, it's not working now. Values could fluctuate to where it's going to work again, so I'm just throwing this out there for something to keep in mind. There could be a situation where you could divide 14,300, that's the candy value from buying one of these 95s for 110K, and you find out how many packs of this you could open, which I think would amount to like 5.5, right? 3, 6, 9, 12, no, 4.5. So you would, open up 4 of these packs, sell the letters, B, Y, C, or N, whatever one is selling for the most, and at this point they're about 25K, 22.5 after tax, and then you kind of multiply what you would get for selling those for. Are you going to make what you paid for this card back? Now in this situation, no, because 2250 times 4 is not equal 110. You'd be a little short, but at the same time you'd have a little candy left over. It's not working right now, but keep these things in mind. I also went as far as saying I could get a 96 for 150K. You get 19,300 candy. I divided that number by this, 2,950, and then I tried it by 4,500 just to see if there was a way that I could buy a bunch of these from this candy, and by selling it for these prices, would it equal back to over here to where I would either make a profit or maybe break even but still have some candy left over. So those are kind of things that I'm thinking about. Well, this price is cheap. Again, it doesn't work now, but it's not crazy to think that the prices won't fluctuate anymore. Just kind of to recap this video, candy is extremely cheap. I gave you a few options on what you can do if you are hoarding those 96s right now, but also if you don't have the 96s and 95s, you might want to look into buying some, because on that spreadsheet it's giving you the cheapest values, and there is a possibility that these items could get a little bit more cheaper, and at that point you may want to visit that store, go ahead and buy yourself some eggs, go ahead and maybe re-roll that pack. I got a bunch of eggs here right now. I'm probably going to buy some more. But come through the stream, man. If you guys want to learn the method, we'll probably be doing it again for a few more hours tonight. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.